Says he reached out to a grocery store to film a video of him paying random people's groceries. The manager wasn't supposed to tell anyone, but apparently he told lots of people. So they filled people's lines and aisles, carts full of stuff, expecting free groceries. But because so many people showed up, he ended up canceling it because it was a security risk. Well, so JF that's all on the store manager. The store manager was supposed to keep his mouth shut. Yeah. That is his fault.
That's pretty.
But I'll tell you that that sucks for all those people. But they also, the great thing about those Mr. Beast videos where he does that, where he pays for people's groceries, he goes for a genuine response.
Yeah.
Right. When you have somebody expecting it.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Oh, thank you, Mr. Beast, for doing my groceries. But when you have someone that generally just does it, like it's like if you look up the video where I think he was in a Walmart and he did $1,000 or pass it on. I forget what the question was.
Yeah, $1,000.
I think it was
do you want $1,000 now, or do you want to give it to somebody else?
No, it was something. Hold on, real quick. I forget what it was, but it ended up being $10,000. I don't think it was. I don't think it was that. I really don't, because there was only one guy that answered the question right. When he gave it to somebody else, that person got $10,000, and then the guy got $10,000 for doing it. And there was this genuine moment where there was just, wow, I can't believe that just happened. Those are the moments that he's looking for, not the ones where people expect it. So last year he gave away a turkey to anyone that wanted one in his town, no matter how many they wanted. Right. So if you look, most of those people didn't do a lot of responses. Right. They didn't have responses like people getting one and being like, oh, right. Because people got in line expecting it.
Yeah.
So when you see it at Best Buy and you try to stack and all that sort of stuff, those are the videos. That's why he does it. Expectation versus genuine just being happy. Because I spent $60 on groceries, not even a lot of groceries today, but I spent $60 and if he showed up and paid $60, right, I would have been like, oh, dude, I was not expecting that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take that $60 and go find it somewhere else, or go give it to somebody that needs it, because where you don't need it. That's the way that I would be about it. But yeah, Bruticus says, yeah, I saw something on TikTok before he got us kicked out. It's true. That's a true statement. Citizen Prayer says,
suffice to say, I'll be keeping up on my streaming now, but definitely need to catch up on my schoolwork. And I'm 3 weeks behind now, and only have 4 more classes to get my degree. Well, get your degree, and then you can stream all you want.
Yep. Star Fox says, Chef Earn. I know. Now I can't be Chef Earn because, something got us kicked on TikTok. Let's see. A bundt cake has to be moist. Does it?
Very moist.
Every cake should be. Bruticus says, love fried egg on a burger. The yolk is so tasty. So I grew up eating, my eggs, I only ate fried eggs growing up, right? It's only as an adult that I moved into scrambled because it's just so much easier and so much quicker. So I like the idea of putting a fried egg on a burger, but I will not do it because it's just too messy.
Nope.
Too messy.
I don't like fried eggs, period. If they're not scrambled hard or scrambled well, I'm not eating them. They're nasty. With the exception of deviled eggs.
Fred, would you eat a fried egg?
I ate the whole doggone thing.
Manager was 100% focused on money right there. The logic of telling everyone just didn't register to him. That is true. That's one way to look at it, too. The manager was greedy in all of it as well. So now he doesn't get any of the extra money. That is true. I bet you that manager is going to get in trouble. Whoever owns that store is probably going to be like, excuse me?
You did what?
You just, our store could have been in a Mr. Beast video and you screwed it up. GF Getz says, I agree 100%. I agree 100%, but people are trashing Mr. Beast for flaking. I feel bad for the store employees that had to deal with it because they were told, He canceled and just left the full carts and walked out. Hey,
And the aisles, I'm sure, were just full of people.
well, the thing is, yeah, I'm sure the entire store was empty, or there was all in cart. It was all in carts. But here's the deal, though. People trash Mr. Beast before then, right? People are jealous of his popularity. People are jealous of his money. People are jealous of everything about him. So the people that were going to complain about him were going to complain regardless. So I don't think he cares. He is so wildly popular. Like he would have to do something really, really, really stupid for him to lose his popularity. So like that for me, that doesn't hurt Mr. Beast in my eyes at all.
We bumped into the crew when we were flying to Virginia.
We were going to SquadCon.
SquadCon. We saw the tall guy.
We saw Chris and we saw Chandler and we saw the Viking. Viking doesn't work for Mr. Beast anymore, but we did meet him. Yeah. What year was that? 2018?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see.
18 or 19.
It was July. Let's see.
No, it was after that.
So that means 19.
Anyway, it was pretty cool. We were looking around for Mr. Beast, but he was like not anywhere around.
I'm pretty sure he was in the
VIP area.
Yeah. Even back then, before he was wildly popular, he was, he had to stay away. But let's see. Jay Dribble says,
I ate an entire 1 pound block of cheese today, and no one can stop me from doing it again. You are correct. Have at it. Enjoy it.
Yeah, here they are right here. Here they are right here. Where's it at? There it is. Yep, that's when we met them. We met them when they were flying back home. They released those videos later on of them at Six Flags.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, they were at Six Flags doing they rode the ride as many times as they could, something like that, and won all the prizes and all the park and stuff like that. But Fred,
you didn't even get a picture of me in it.
It's because you didn't know or care about them at the time. I don't even know if you know or care about them now. Let's see. What are some odd smells you enjoy? And besides, that I probably asked if you want to take a picture with them, and you said no.
I think I'm probably the guy taking the picture.
Yeah, I know you were the guy taking the picture, but you probably told me no. Because at the time, you didn't know those. We literally had just started streaming. Because remember, we started streaming in March, and then we went to SquadCon in July. So you were just getting into the internet. You didn't know who those guys were. Because see, look, there they are. If Carney Baker was in here, we could have shown Carney a picture of. Isn't focused in this picture? Maybe not.
He should be.
I thought he was. Maybe maybe he's in the next year.
Yeah, it was the next year.
But if Lex Bragg is in chat, we got a picture of Lex Bragg. Sometimes he hangs out in here. I forget his new name. If he comes in here later on, then
there it is.
Where?
There.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's just lurking. But we have a picture together from a long time ago at Red Robin in Virginia.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dumper says, "What are some odd smells you enjoy?" My own farts.
I enjoy the smell of fresh cut grass in the spring.
I enjoy some random pipes. Was it pipe smoke? I don't.
People at smoking pipes.
Yeah, but what is it? Is it called a pipe or
it's a pipe?
Okay, so yeah, just. What about y'all? People trashing him, just want stuff for free, acting spoiled about it. Yep. Citizen says it was a security threat. It makes no sense at all to judge Mr. Beast for that. If a manager would have kept his mouth shut, this wouldn't have been an issue at all. True that. Face One says, don't even know who Mr. Beast is. Mr. Beast is one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, and all the money, a majority of the money that he makes, he gives away.
Yep.
He gives away. He just shows up and pays for people's stuff. And
he was in one of those
crazy videos.
One of the things I watched, he had like a triangle on the floor in Best Buy, and he said, everything you can fit in the triangle, I will pay for today. Mm-hmm. And they were stacking stuff up. Like,
they used three TVs to build a base.
and just built up. And it was just like, okay, if it falls, you get nothing. So they finally stopped. But yeah, stupid stuff.
I'm not just a fan of anything involving him, because I can think of broadcasting your own generosity as just seems like bragging. Well, he was doing that, Rhizone, at the very beginning of his career. Like, I started following him around his 2 million. Like, I'm in the realm of when he had 2 million followers, which isn't a lot. And he was giving away money to homeless people. He was paying for his own people's cars. You should go back to some of his earliest videos. It may change your mind. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not a Mr. Beast apologist. I just like it because it's 95% clean, so I can watch. My kids love watching his stuff, and yeah. Susan Purse says, stupid. You mean like making a film and showing a dead body in a suicide forest in Japan? Yeah, that's dumb. Drabble says,
Who did that?
The Paul brothers, Jake Paul, the Paul brothers. I believe there's a place in Japan where men, when they feel like they don't have anything else to do, they go in and it's called Suicide Forest, and they just go into this forest.
Carey.
They just go in there and just kill. And they, well, no, I think they just, however they kill themselves, they just kill themselves. And they went in there and filmed, and I guess they showed a couple of dead bodies. I don't know. I just know about the video. I've never seen it. Don't want to see it.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Ace says,
Dribble says, thanks for your support. The main issue I have with Mr. Beats is any content creator, for that matter, that gives away stuff to help people in films and for content. Kind of bugs me in a way because the Bible says don't be a braggart and boast about your gifts and do it in private, and it's only you and the person you helped, and the Lord knows. But he's not doing it as a Christian. He may be a Christian. I don't know.
He's not.
I don't know.
He's not.
But he's not held to the same standards that we are according to the Word.
Right, but the problem with that is, like, if you listen to his interviews outside of his videos, right, he's always been that way. He's always been that way.
What he built his brand on.
Right, he's got a channel that is called either Mr. Beast Philanthropy or just Beast Philanthropy, where he has his channel that he gets views on, and 100% of that money goes into it to feed homeless people and do stuff around the world. Like Mark, he got connected to Mark Roper, where they're cleaning the ocean with this robot thing. Yeah. There's all this sort of stuff. I think what it boils down to is we're so quick to judge based off of our own hangups. I just think we just need to look at it as this dude that has been doing it since the very beginning. Because if you listen to his story, like, he's been giving away money from almost the moment where he could give away money. Like, when he made his first, I think it was $20,000, he was supposed to have been going to college, and he paid his mother back for the college that she paid for, and he said, "Here's your money back. I'm moving out." And, like, again, most of his stuff started out with just him giving away the money that he was making, and I don't know. If you look up Joe Rogan, his conversation with Joe Rogan, you can get an idea of what he's like and what his life is like. He did a video where he showed where he lived. Like, he lives within the studio that he built. He doesn't live in a mansion. He doesn't drive a super crazy car, even though he's giving away a bunch of Lamborghinis and stuff like that. But, like, he doesn't drive like that. He gives away a lot of his money. I think he's employed, I think, somewhere above 200 people.
Employees now?
He has employees because he's got a CGI department. He's got accountants. He's got filmers, editors, directors, all this sort of stuff. So, like, I don't know. If he got up there and he was all like, "This is what I do because blah blah blah," I can understand it. But if you listen to the way he talks, his heart is not. Look at me. It's like, hey, I'm doing this because
I want to help people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ryzen says, but I do know Bible says that those who make their good works known on earth will get their reward on earth, while others store up their treasures in heaven. So, I mean, if he wants notoriety, I shouldn't complain.
Yeah, and he's famous.
Let's see. I enjoy the smell of gasoline. That's weird. Ugh. A says, odd smells I like are as follow: diesel exhaust, new tires, freshly blown out candles. Ryzen says, I enjoy the smell of it. I walked by a truck filling up the pump the other day. and I was lightheaded for probably 15. That's called getting high, isn't it?
Yeah, that's called huffing gasoline. You shouldn't do that.
No.
It's really bad for your brain.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. WikiTax says, I did watch Mr. Beast on Joe Rogan podcast. He seems very well adjusted for being famous. Yeah. And the thing is he comes across that in all the stuff that he does. You know, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and continue to defend the guy, but I would just say, just look at his other stuff. He's not walking around with a king beast on his head. He's just doing his thing. You know, he'll do a video where he gives away stuff, but then he just did a video we watched over the weekend where they stayed in a $1 hotel, and then they worked their way up to $1 million a night hotel, and the $1 million a night hotel was insane.
I would hope.
Yeah. So they stayed, was it like a $1, I think a $10, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, and then $1 million. And it was all one night.
Wow.
The $1 night hotel was a hotel in India where you basically sleep on the floor in a hallway.
Yep. That sounds about right.
$1
a
a night.
safe place to sleep.
Not in India, because they have snakes that get everywhere.
So?
Okay, never mind.
Snakes
I know. Snakes are misunderstood. Satan was a good guy. I know how it goes, Fred.
Satan and the snake are not the same.
Our snakes were misunderstood. When they bite you and kill you, they're doing it because they're trying to make you laugh. Let's see. In a way, he is leading by example. So that's good. Better him doing than all the goofy stuff other people are trying to get these days. Yeah. Horizon says.
Now, if there's anything I can say